Facebook. It's Elena Chapman. And you know, if you ever wanted to learn more about me, please feel free to go to Alena, A-L-E-N-A, hi Galantil, A-L-E-N-A 360.com in Google or one of those search engines, okay? And you can learn everything you ever wanted to know about me. It's all there. And then do me a favor. Oh, I don't know who's on with that fabulous hat. I can see your picture, but I haven't seen you come up. Barbara, oh my gosh, I love that hat. Oh my gosh. Also, if you would do me a favor and share this, because this is important. Hey, Stephen. Hey, it's been a while. Oh, good to see you. And Rhonda, hello, hello. All right. I am getting on Facebook. I would love if you get this message shared, okay? Because it's an important one, I think, especially now. And I know that a lot of us have been watching, especially if we're in the USA. We're watching everything that's going on. I know that. And I am not saying it doesn't matter what party you are. It doesn't matter on the beliefs of who you thought was innocent, not innocent, Kavanaugh and Dr. Ford. It doesn't matter. That's not the issue, okay? But I do want to speak on this because this is what I see, and I think it's important. I see that, you know, no matter how we feel, whatever, it took something to start to speak up, especially after so long. And I'm not saying she's correct in everything or her memory was good or bad. I don't care about any of that. I do know that someone spoke out. And I do know that was a heavy burden to carry on herself for so many years. And the one thing we all saw, whether we thought it was true or not, we saw a woman who stood up for something that she felt was true and had definitely affected her whole life, probably in ways we don't even know. And then having herself just dragged through the mud, basically. Now, that does something. You know, that does something to our young women. It does something to our, even some of our older women, and it teaches you something. Even if, especially if you're in that kind of situation, should I tell, should I not? And it teaches us to be quiet and not say a word. And that is one thing I think is not good. I think that we have to speak and we have to have a place where we can feel secure. It's really funny, in the very toughest time of my life, the very toughest time of my life, it was women who would risk. I mean, I couldn't believe what some of these women risked. They risked their jobs. They risked harmony in their families so that they could see me through a tough time. I mean, the friendship, that it was women, just normal, everyday, meet on the street, friends and not women. Well, these were my friends. And I've looked back in my life, and it has always been so many women who have encouraged me, except for my dad. He encouraged me too. But a lot of women have always encouraged me. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, hon. So good to hear from you and see you. So I started thinking, with everything that's been going on with all the politics and everything else, and I know we're sick of hearing about it, I started thinking women need community more than ever. And I started this community, Savvy Sisterhood, because of that. We need that safety. No one should ever have to hold a burden of harassment, abuse, and man or woman. And nowadays, you know, men are going through abuse too, especially with the human trafficking. They don't care. I have to watch out for my middle son because, I mean, he's gorgeous, you know? It would be nothing for them to take him. So no one is safe against abuse, and nobody is safe against harassment. Women do get a lot more, but that doesn't mean men don't get it too. And for a victim or somebody who's gone through that to have to stay with it and burden themselves, it alters. It grows like a cancer in you. It affects every part of your life. It affects the relationships you have. It affects how much you have confidence in your career, whether you go for the promotions, whether you don't go for the promotions, whether you do whatever in your life, your marriages, how you raise your kids. It goes into every facet of your life. Why? Because it's an experience, and it's a traumatic one, and it lodges down. And anytime we have something that is like darkness within us, and we do not let it out, we do not share it, then guess what? It grows. The only thing that dispels darkness is light. So we have to have, we can't be quiet. We can't be quiet. And think, if women felt safe, and men too who had been abused, definitely. Men don't want to speak up about it either. It's kind of an ego thing. I get it. But if people have a community of like-minded people who want to support, who want to share, who want to grow, on top of that, and are supportive, and they get that out quickly, and they gain that support, think of how their lives change. Think of how their lives change. I mean, say for instance, if this did happen with Ford, and I'm not saying it didn't, and I'm not saying it did, but if it did happen, just think if she had come out and had a good support system, people who would stand behind her and she felt comfortable opening up, then her memory would have been crystal clear. Her passion would have been strong. Her passion is still strong, but with clarity. And we wouldn't be faced with trying to figure out if this happened or didn't happen. And a man who had done that to her would not be going for Supreme Court justice if he did it to her. I'm not saying he did or didn't. Please do not put me in that. But let's think about this. It changes our life when we open up and have that support group that we can talk to, that we can say, hey, this has happened to me, I don't know what to do. And have other people who are there, who support and love us as the women we are. I was always surprised by the women who stayed by me. They were friends, but they weren't really great friends, but yet they always were there. And that's how I formed Savvy Sisterhood. I really did form it for you to find your voice. I really did it because I wanted you to grow. And I wanted you to see things from a bigger picture so that nothing felt like a challenge. And most of all, to heal. Because you can't find your voice if you haven't healed. And if that means you have to open up and say, this has happened to me, and you get the support you need to heal from it and to grow from it, then that's fantastic. That's what it's all about to be in a community. That's what it's all about to be in a community of like-minded people. But say you're not in a community. Don't let it harbor in you. Don't let your life totally be altered and every muscle in your body holds on to that hurt, that doubt, that anger, that it's all poison. You need to get it out. And being quiet or silent with anything in our lives that is like that, even if it's betrayal in a marriage, whatever it may be, to be quiet is hurting yourself. And it's hurting other women and other men who have gone through the same thing. But when you open up and you let it out, and you have a support of people around you that support you through the process, that's always helpful. Then it starts to take the load off your shoulders. And it gives you a chance to see it in a way that can help you grow instead of shrink in. And to grow with more of a positive, help other women not to go through it, than to shrink in and just be angry. That's what I would love to say to you. But this is not the time for us to let the darkness within us overtake us. And it never, ever, ever do we have to be ashamed of something that has happened to us. And never, ever, ever do we have to say that we were at fault when we weren't. I just would love the women who are coming up and starting in the workforce, the women who are graduating from college and starting their careers, the women who are going to high school. Heck, sometimes it's even younger. I want them to feel that they can turn to someone and they can say, hey, this has happened to me. And in your life, be there for her or for him. Be there. And open your heart and help them to heal. If you're looking for a community of women who really do support each other, I'm so happy to be the founder of the Savvy Sisterhood. It's on Facebook. We also have ambassadors all over, and growing and growing and growing in communities. They meet once a month. So you get human contact. And if you're looking for that kind of growth in yourself and to alleviate the pressure and be able to have that friendship, that close friendship, then go to in Google, joinsavvysisterhood.com and join Savvy Sisterhood. It is a very special group, I have to say. It even exceeded what I ever thought it would be, but the support is there. And if you wouldn't mind sharing this out there, because you don't know who you're going to help. There may be a woman out there who says, I need that support right now. And I thank you for sharing that out. And if you are someone, look it up and join. But this is not an advertisement. I'm just saying if you would like a group like that. Most importantly, I want to let you know that never ever do we have to stay silent. And never ever do we let someone make us feel silent. Never. It's too important to us, it's too important to our life, and it's too important to our bodies because we harbor all that hiding in every cell, like I said before. So don't be silent. Get a support team together. Get important friends together. And then do what's necessary to bring it forward. You're helping others and you're helping yourself. And you're really helping yourself. And the best part is when you heal from it, then you can help other women. This is an important time for us. You know, we can't be silenced. And I'm hoping no one got that message. Probably the ones who are hurting the most got the message, ooh, I got to be quiet. And I'm telling you, no, this is not the time for you to be quiet. Okay? So, find yourself a support system because you'll want one. And take what's necessary for you to heal. meaning stepping out and talking to someone, meaning saying this isn't right, I'm bringing this up where it needs to be and air it and let this person know this is not where I should have happened to me. But to sit still and be quiet and suffer in silence, that's not an option anymore. It's not an option. And the one thing I do have to say, because I know that this will be in the campaign and all partisan and everything, and what I have to say on them is shame on them. Whoever uses it, shame on them. Because it's too important a matter in every woman's life, or so many women's lives, and even some men, and to make it a party issue on either side is just not appropriate. So shame on them if they do. All right, I just wanted to get on here and talk to you a little bit about this. I hope you are having a fantastic day. And if you're interested and you want a group, go to join SavvySisterhood.com. Savvy has 2 V's, by the way. And if you are not, and you hear this video and you're thinking, oh God, another Republican thing, or another Democrat thing, no, it's not. But do share it out there. You just don't know who is suffering right now. All right, thank you.